Hi, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I was talking with the ChatGPT around the 3 AI topics. So let's get started. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. What's on your mind now?
I will send you a topic.
Perfect. I'm ready when you are. Just share the topic and we'll dive right in. That's quite a significant move. It highlights how AI isn't just a tech issue. It's tied to national security and global competition. It's a reminder that AI access can be shaped by politics, not just technology.
So, uh, what do you think about the reason for the government or this AI company to uh take the limitation for the non-US citizen?
Governments often worry about how advanced AI could be misused, especially by foreign adversaries or in sensitive domains. So they impose restrictions to protect national security or intellectual property. It's about minimizing perceived risks, even if that means limiting access beyond their borders.
I never used the cloud fable file because it's too expensive. But I agree your opinions because you leak the frontier model to the public. You cannot control how every customer can correctly to applying it, not to make some the against the operation.
Exactly. Once a powerful tool is in public hands, it can be misapplied, intentionally or not. Guardrails aim to reduce harm. Of course, the challenge is balancing that safety with accessibility so responsible users can still benefit from advanced AI.
So we can see after the Anthropic to block the cloud fable file, and the Chinese AI company like the Minimax or the Kimi, all both are released the open source or the latest or the updated the new version model. So how do you thoughts about this compression?
It's fascinating to see how different regions respond. When access is blocked on one side, others may push forward with open source alternatives. The competition might accelerate innovation. Ultimately, users benefit from having options, though each approach comes with its own trade offs in oversight, safety, and freedom.
Yes. So I don't understanding why the AI model almost be open source, but the but the US company was be the reverse.
It often comes down to strategy and regulation. US companies may prioritize commercial models for profit and tighter control, especially under regulatory scrutiny. In contrast, some Chinese companies see open source as a way to compete globally, foster collaboration, or gain influence. It's a different approach to growing their ecosystems. Each has its advantages, but also risks.
So we can see the gap between the US and the Chinese model keep in the half years. So do you think the gap will becoming more extended or the narrow?
Honestly, it could go either way. The gap might narrow if open source innovation accelerates. On the other hand, if heavy investments or regulatory differences push top tier models forward, the gap could widen. Ultimately, it depends on how each side keeps balancing openness, investment, and regulation.
We can see during the NVIDIA GPU was be blocked to sell for Chinese market. So the total computer resource Chinese was temporarily behind of the US, but the Chinese have but the China have fully the digital fundamentals. So we can see I prefer to think about the cap where come to the narrow.
It's definitely possible. China has a strong digital infrastructure and a huge talent pool. Even with temporary hardware constraints, they'll likely push innovation in other ways, like model efficiency or alternative hardware. So, yes, that gap could narrow as they continue advancing their own ecosystem.
Oh, we move to the next topic.
All right, I'm ready when you are. Just let me know the next topic and we'll keep going. Ouch, that's a costly lesson. It really shows that even the smartest AI needs guardrails. Setting clear cost controls, monitoring, and human oversight is crucial, especially when AI is making autonomous decisions. It's a reminder that autonomy doesn't mean set and forget.
Uh, Let me think about this topic.
Take your time. Whenever you're ready, feel free to share your thoughts and we can unpack it together.
Close to the news. What are your advice for this company to defend these things happening again?
I'd suggest a few key steps. First, implement strict budget caps in cloud services so the AI can't run wild financially. Second, use robust monitoring tools to track AI actions in real time. Finally, always have human review or approval for certain high impact operations. That way you strike a balance. AI is powerful but never unchecked.
I agree your advice because we have skipped the early stage of AI development. So we need to smartly to use the different model in the different situation.
Exactly. As AI evolves, it's about matching the right model to the right job. Some tasks need a powerhouse, others just need a simple solution. Smart allocation of AI resources will help avoid surprises, financial or otherwise.
We move to the next topic.
Absolutely. Whenever you're ready, just let me know the next topic and we'll jump right in. That's a tricky situation. On one hand, protecting intellectual property makes sense, but secret changes erode trust. Being upfront about limitations, even if it means more refusals, helps maintain transparency. Apologies are a start, but core communication from the beginning is key.
Why the Anthropic apologize for the security degrading?
Anthropic apologized because they made changes behind the scenes without telling users. When people rely on an AI, they expect consistency and honesty. Secretly degrading answers, even with good intentions, breaks that trust. Apologizing was their way of acknowledging they should have been upfront from the start.
Prevent model theft. What does it mean theft?
In this context, theft means someone trying to copy or steal the AI model's inner workings. In other words, Anthropic was trying to prevent people from reverse engineering or replicating their model's knowledge or capabilities without permission.
Okay, so we can see the Anthropic was very fair to for other company to stolen the technology from their frontier models.
Yes, they were definitely cautious about protecting their cutting edge work. They feared someone might replicate or misuse it. But balancing security with transparency is key. Now they've learned that secret downgrades aren't the way. Transparency builds trust, even when protection is needed.
So, do you think the protection operation can really work to keep the gap which the Chinese model?
It might slow others down a bit, but not indefinitely. Innovation moves fast on all sides. Protection can buy time, but in the long run, the gap will depend more on continuous innovation, collaboration, and how each side balances openness with security. No single protection lasts forever.
Okay, thank you for joining today's podcast.